Hey y'all, welcome back to the DIY Entrepreneurs Reaction Show. I'm so glad you decided to tune in with me today. Go ahead and hit that like button and become a subscriber to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. I would really appreciate that. Today we're going to be reacting to another Shark Tank pitch, so let's check it out.
First into the tank is a unique way to illuminate your life.
My name is Max. I'm the founder and creator of Lumio. Today, I'm seeking $250,000 in exchange for 8% equity in my company. Lumio. It's an elegant lighting solution that gives you the freedom to experience beautiful lighting wherever you are.
Oh, wow.
Let me
Pretty
show
cool.
you some of the ways you can use Lumio. Open it, and it creates a nice ambient light. You can open it all the way 360,
Is it always a book?
or use it as directional task lighting to read or write. And if you have multiple units, you can combine them together. This fixture inside has super strong magnets, so you can configure this into many different forms.
Oh,
That's really cool.
so
A
beautiful.
Thank you, Robert. You can also use it on any vertical surfaces.
It just has to go to metal. Correct.
As a matter of fact, the best way to experience and understand the product is for you to really hold it in your hands.
Yeah.
I brought a few samples with
Good.
me. So here you go, Robert.
Thank you. Oh, oh, that's so cool.
His face lit
So
up.
Max, it's obviously battery operated. How long do the batteries last for?
8 hours, and
That's
that's the whole idea. I don't want to just design something beautiful. I want it functional. So 8 hours is enough power to last you overnight. It's rechargeable through micro USB. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to get the full capacity of 8 hours.
This is cool.
So Max, it brings a smile to your face when you open it. Tell me your vision behind the application of it.
This is a lighting solution that you can use around the house from one place to another. But also, I think outdoor market is huge. We launched just last year. We did $1 million without any advertising, marketing.
$1 million.
Correct.
How did you do that?
We got close to 580,000 on Kickstarter.
Wow.
Wow.
What was your goal?
60,000.
Wow.
What do you sell them
That's
for?
a wow.
Currently, we're selling $190 per unit.
And what does it cost you to make one?
Right now, we are at $65. Payment at first year, our cost of goods was $80. In the past 3 months, we are able to lower it down to $65. I live in the factory for 4 months.
What country?
I had to go to China.
So that you could watch the process and try to figure out how to improve it?
Exactly. It looks simple, but it's all about
You
the
believe you
detailing.
can get that $65 price way down?
Correct. And
what?
next year,
Yeah,
the,
to what?
it's 50, the ideal for me is $50, which is 33% of revenue.
Where are you selling most of these?
Museum of Modern Art in New York, MoCA in LA, SF MoMA, Cooper Hewitt, and we do have an e-commerce, and that's also 40% of the sales. Right now, part of the pain point is we cannot keep up with demand.
Okay, so you're limiting your distribution because you can't keep up with demand.
Exactly.
What about lighting distributors? Anybody approach you and say, look, I want to support the 10,000 lighting stores in America?
They have approached me, but here's my vision. I want to build a brand. This year, the focus is to partner with great brands. I focus on the brand building companies that I want to work with.
What stores in the US would you actually sell in? Give me some brands outside of the museum stores.
I think Design Within Reach will be a great fit.
But are you planning on expanding
Design Within
into
Reach.
a broader base of retailers?
I'm looking into that next year. You know, you cannot be too greedy, and I don't want to dilute the brand.
Are you saying to Kevin, you cannot be too greedy?
I get his point with saying you can't be too greedy, but you can't be too slow either, especially if people are contacting you to put it in their stores. Like, it sounds like he's had to say no to some brand stores because that's not in his plan of what stores he's going to go into for that year. So So he said next year he's going to broaden it to other retailers, but this year he wanted to be into a certain store, and I forget the name because I hadn't heard of. We don't have it here in Chicago, maybe, but I forget the name. But he said he wanted it specifically for that retailer for this year, and so it sounds like while he has a good plan of where he wanted to strategically place his lighting product in, it also sounds like it's going to keep him from expanding or scaling in the long run. And so let's see, because it doesn't seem like too hard of a product to knock off. Although he said he went to China and stayed and lived in the warehouses for 3 months or so in order to figure out how to do it quicker and come back. It just don't seem like his plan, his strategic plan, is going to allow him to scale and ramp up fast, which is what investors probably would want, I would think, right? So let's see what else he says.
Max, keep on telling us about your vision. There has to be something that follows this. What's next?
So I've created this prototype. So it's a mini version, and we actually have been asked by our distributor in Japan, and they say everyone is asking about the mini version. And
So it's a little nightlight.
correct. So if this is more for use around the house, I want this to live in your bag. And these days, everyone who's mobile, you're always running out of juice. Now this has the capability for you to recharge all your mobile devices.
So this year's sales, if everything keeps going with your controlled channels, have you estimated what your sales will be?
Yes, conservative, 2 million.
Wow.
2.5, very doable.
And what will you make on that, do you think?
15%.
I mean, I think this would be great in like the SLS or the W's rooms, and people can take them.
Exactly. I'm inching towards that.
I think it's beautiful.
Cocktails?
Every time we opened it, it brought a smile to my face.
does.
I think you're really onto something. You're an incredibly impressive guy. You went to the factory. I don't think we've ever had anybody come out here and say, I got a factory in China and I went and lived there for 4
And I know
months.
what that's like, and that was not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
So Max, let me start.
Yep.
I share your vision. I think you're on the right path. I think your valuation is pretty fair. $250,000 for 10%.
So, Robert, I love you.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Would you mind if I ask the other sharks to see if they are interested, just to see what their offers are?
I'm interested, and I'm
He's
going to
so
structure
polite.
it a little differently, okay?
He's going to do a royalty deal. It's shocking, I know.
No,
He's never done it before.
I'm going to help you because you're basically valuing your business at 3.1 million. What if I valued it at 6 million?
Give him more money?
All sharks are still in. Max has an offer from Robert for $250,000 for 10% of his innovative lighting company, Lumio. But Kevin surprisingly suggests a higher valuation for the company.
You're basically valuing your business at 3.1 million. What if I valued it at 6 million?
Whoa.
I'm going to give you the $250,000, and you're going to pay it back to me until I double my money. You'll pay me $7 a unit until I get 500,000 back, then that goes away in perpetuity, it's gone. And I'll have a 4% ownership in the company for providing that, and of course I'll help you finance your purchase orders. The key to my offer is that all of a sudden you walk out of here with a 6.2 million valuation. And I've reflected in my structure, and I noted for my creativity, the other guys are brain dead here. They don't know how to do this.
It's, thank you.
Max, when this show airs, right, there's going to be an amazing amount of demand for the product. Is selling from your website to Shark Tank viewers something that you think that you have to have inventory to do?
E-commerce is #1 priority because the margin is the highest. And
I agree.
Okay, so you want to maximize the numbers there.
Exactly.
Because you
So-
can take the strategy multiple directions.
Right, Mark.
Okay, I'll make you an offer then, because that's what I wanted to know. Because
Shark
that's
fight.
no shark fight.
Shark fight.
He said no
Obviously,
shark
that's my
fight.
strength is e-commerce, and obviously building your brand, you're doing it the exact right way. The product speaks for itself, and it's an approach that I happen to agree with. I'll offer you $500,000
Double.
for 16%. That gives
But
you
double?
capital to grow right off the bat. You don't have to worry about being dead on your balance sheet. and it gives me enough skin in the game. It gives you capital to make sure we have enough inventory, because I think this will sell very well. So that's my offer, $500,000 for 16%.
Very generous offer. I always love different perspective, right? And I think that's where
I'm
you
gonna
go
make you an
stronger.
offer.
Uh-oh.
Want to hear it?
Of course. So
I'm gonna offer you $250,000 for 12%, plus a $250,000 line of credit. I like your whole plan with the museums. I see that as your big play. I also see these beautiful in colors. So I would like to work with you to continue the plan that you have, and then to work together next generations.
I'm gonna also give you an offer.
Wow. Everybody.
Kind of in my space for the licensing and for the distribution and R&D. So I'm going to give you an offer of $750,000 for 20%.
They
and
all
I'll be
over
able
the
to license
place.
it with you. And we can start off with a $10 million line of credit.
10 mil.
Damon, thank you so much. That is very, very generous.
You know, it's remarkable, Max. You have 5 offers. I actually gave you the highest valuation of anybody. In my offer, the only one that gives you a 6.2, at least you walk out of here at a much higher level to finance again if you wish to sell it.
You don't need to finance again with my offer, though.
But he wants 20% of your company.
They are really liking this Lumio. I hope I said it right. But they are really liking this product. And I'm surprised that didn't nobody want to partner. I'm surprised that each one of them made a separate ask or a separate offer for the product, and they're not looking to partner with anybody else. And so that's interesting. I wonder if he's going to ask them if they want to kind of come in and partner, because of course 2 sharks are better than 1, and then you get more money maybe, or more evaluation, and you get more resources and things like that. And so I want to see, and I hope that he counters with bringing 2 people in, the 2 people that he want. But let's see what he do.
What do you do?
You want me to get up and go to work?
I don't need to do that.
There's only
Sounds
2.
like
In this case, there's only 2 sharks really that eat, sleep product every day.
that's not true.
Yes, it is.
Kevin,
Not at all.
you're raising venture around the world.
There's
It's not product
This is not a
oriented.
venture deal. This is actually
I know it's not a
helping
venture
you
deal. That's my point.
finance your growth. That's what you have.
No, but he wants somebody to do R&D. He wants somebody
I
out
didn't
there
hear
who's going to
that.
go with him hand in hand throughout the system.
So let's summarize what we have on the table. Robert is 10%
they
for
fighting.
$250,000. I'm saying I'll do 4% of the equity. I'm valuing your business at the highest at $6.2 million. Damon is really stepping up here at $750,000 for 20% plus $10 million of credit. Very interesting. Mark is at 16%. Same value came in with. He's just doubling the offer, giving you $500,000 for 16%. Lori, what's your offer?
$250,000 for 12%, and a $250,000 line of credit.
Max, either way, you've got 5 offers here.
This is your decision now, Max. How much of the company do you want to part with? Which shark do you want to work with? Make a decision.
I'll slightly modify my offer.
Robert.
I share your vision. I don't want to change anything about it. You're going down the right path. I don't think you should give up that much equity. I'll change from $250,000 for 10% to $350,000 for 10%.
Gain more money.
Slightly more cash, but at the same equity level.
Wow, y'all.
Robert, you got a deal.
Robert.
I'm really excited. Me too.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, well, it seems like that rethinking that Robert did at the end got him the deal. But it is definitely surprising that he did not take the opportunity to ask for partners on the deal. And what Damon said was true. There's really only 2 product people on there. That was him and Lori that does product. And then he had a point with the whole R&D end of it. But then he said he was going to get him $10 million line of credit. Wow. Like, that is phenomenal, first of all, Damon. So kudos to you for the offer. But it seems like he really wanted to go with Robert because he gave him more money for the equity and for the same amount of equity. So he ended up walking out of the tank with a deal with Robert for $350K, $100K more than what he asked for, and for 10% equity in his product. And I wanted to again reiterate that he seemed very focused on his channels and his plan for what he was going to do as he go. And so I wonder if, and I know the whole pitch is not shown to us, I'm sure there was more that was said as to why he specified those channels in the timing that he did. But he said his first year he was doing museums, and then he had a targeted store or designs or something, I forget. But he wanted that retailer for the second year, and then he wanted to do more bigger brands in the next year. And so it seems like he had a very well thought out plan, and the Sharks thought so as well, because they kept, they all went in and tried to give him an offer for it. But he ended up again walking out of the tank with a deal with Robert. So this episode was aired in 2015, and so we'll have an update for what they're doing in 2022. So make sure you hit those links in the description box to find out what the update is. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and staying until the end. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button and become a subscriber if you like this content. And make sure you check us out for the next ones.
Thank you. We're going to do great.
Congrats, Max.
Congrats.
Thank you.
It's very
Good
cool.
job.
Doesn't it make you smile every time you open it?
It does. It's like
Seriously.
sunshine.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe all 5 sharks made an offer, and I'm very, very excited, especially to work with Robert. He's a great guy. So he's exactly who I wanted to partner with, and I got a great deal from him. So I'm very excited.